because the other lives had me. You said them other lives give you hemorrhoids. Good morning to everybody. D, thank you so much. I appreciate you, love. Thank you so much. Good morning, guys. I'm actually streaming on YouTube as well right now. So shout out to my YouTube family that has tuned in. We are on TikTok and we are discussing um the Nolan Wells case we are doing. And listen, my TikTokers, I really would appreciate if you guys could migrate over there. Not right now if you don't want to, it's up to you. But we are going to do a live later tonight on YouTube. Okay. So if you're not following me on YouTube, you might want to go do that. Same thing as my name, Miss Live 3D TV. Okay. Make sure you follow over there. We're going to take the conversation with Nolan Wells over there tonight. Okay. You said I could never find you. Miss Live 3D TV. Hey, say, what you mean? All you got to do is pull it up. You're going to see it. You'll see. That's the thing. I think TikTok, I think YouTube got me shadow banned over there. I think they got me shadow banned over there. That's why I need you guys over there tonight so that we can, like when we get like little super chats and stuff like that, it helps push the channel back out. I actually have 18K followers. We just hit 18K. Shout out to YouTube. We just hit 18K on the Miss Live 3D channel. We got 4 people over there. Hey y'all. Hey friend. Hey, what y'all doing? Let me see what they talking about over here in the comments. Oh, hey Knox. Hey Stephanie. Hey, boo. Okay, so we got a couple of people over from TikTok over there that came over there. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming over there. Now, listen. What I'm trying to do is, I will be able to stream from TikTok to YouTube as well. I'm just trying to get TikTok not to keep giving me all these they be giving you the notifications and things and trying to say you the live and the restrictions and stuff. TikTok is so fickle at times, but I appreciate y'all over here. Y'all have been running it up and all of that. Listen, and again, if you are on my YouTube, if you guys can super chat, do like the 99 cent. You don't have to do a big super chat if you don't want to. Now if you want to send a big one, friends, send a big one. But the more super chats that we send on YouTube, that's what pushes, just like over here with the gifts on TikTok, y'all. That's what pushes the live. Y'all see we at B1. We in B1. So you see, I ain't lying. Over here on YouTube, it's the same way, okay? Same way. I do want to let y'all know I do help people with their YouTubes and their TikToks and things of this nature. So after this, I will be helping some people. Well, in the midst of this, in a couple of weeks, I'll be helping some people. And so if you need some help, just check my link tree out, or you can just inbox me on. We can inbox on YouTube now, y'all. So just letting y'all know. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for subscribing. I see some of the people coming over from TikTok. Thank y'all so much. You said, "Oh, I have to, baby." Let me tell y'all something. YouTube, you can make some money. YouTube, y'all can make some money on over there just posting your videos. TikTok, they want you to do too much over here, you know. But I can definitely help you guys out. But we're gonna get into and see, y'all can see what I'm doing over there because I'm finna share the screen and stuff over there. See, again, you can only hear over here because they be acting funny and things. Uh, okay, we're about to listen to TikTok. We're about to listen to this video that everybody was sending me, and YouTube. You guys are going to be able to actually see the video. Guys, make sure that when you come over and you subscribe, you like the live. Um, you said we got a press conference today from being Crump, baby. We is on it, baby. We is on it. Okay, thank you, Stephanie. My YouTube baby over here told me that we have a press conference from being Crump today. So Ben them said they fighting back at this point. So yeah, everybody say they want to do interviews and things, then we're gonna we finna do some things. Jennifer, Stephanie, what time is it? Tell me what time it is. Listen, this is another thing too. I need y'all to be my showrunners. because I get a lot of my information. I do the research and also from y'all as well. Okay. So let me know what time it is so that we can be on, because it probably gonna be here in a minute, 9 times out of 10. Okay. Hey Miss Kitty, thank you so much. All right. TikTok, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Tap the screen. If you can give, that would be great. We got a gift goal up here. Be strong. They came in strong. Thank you so much. Okay. Over here on YouTube, guys, you can give gifts as well. You have little gifts as well down there that you can provide. Again, we have super chats. You can give like a super sticker for 99 cents. Come on, y'all coming over from TikTok, YouTube. Come on. 11 a.m. All righty. Let me write that down. Hold on. 11 a.m. Is it Central or is it? My YouTube is Miss Live 3D TV. Is Central or Eastern time? Central. Okay. Because I'm on Central time. Okay. Thank you. Oh, we got our first look, y'all. We got our first gift over here on the channel since they started giving out gifts. Thank you so much, friend. Yes. Thank you, friend. Okay, I'm starting to see my babies float in from the tickety top. I'm starting to see y'all float in from the tickety top. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, I'm starting to see y'all. Hey, Tasha, thank you so much, boo. I appreciate you. Well, Tasha was the first one who did it. Good morning. Good morning. All right, y'all. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to play the video. Okay. I'm about to play. You found me? Okay, good. You can stay over here or you can stay over there. Whichever one is fine. But just know tonight we will be on YouTube. So all the people that are coming in right now, you can stay over here, but just go and click over there. Now, if you guys want to go or you want to see what I'm watching, then you can go over to the YT and you can see what we're watching. Thank y'all so much for the gifts. Y'all are running it up over there. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Hey, okay, Nancy, I see you over there from YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I'm seeing y'all in the comments. I just want y'all to know I can see y'all, okay? Because this is where we're going to be at later on, okay? Now, I come on here to let everybody know that I'm over here, and then once we start talking and stuff, because I want y'all to see what I'm seeing. I want y'all to be able to see what the people, hey, Miss Bridget, I want y'all to see what I'm watching. That way, you know what I'm saying? And once we get everything fixed over here to where TikTok, we can stream from over here too, we'll be streaming from both. But the next couple of days, for the next 2 days, we're going to be streaming on YouTube at night, okay? All right. So everybody, please, if you're in TikTok, please tap the screen, share the live, repost the live. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. All my babies that are coming over. Hey, y'all. I see y'all over. Okay, Billie Jean. Hey, boo. Hey, Jean. Hey, babes. I see y'all over there in the chat on YouTube. Shout out to y'all. Let me see. I'm wrong. All right, I'm back, y'all. I was just trying to see if I could turn my camera on. All right, we're finna push play.
Know how they mess with the GPS. I figured it all out. I figured out the lies that are based in truth. I figured it all out, and I got proof. But stick with me because it's going to be a long video, y'all. Now, I found a 15-page Marine Patrol report that had lots of little details that prove that the boys had been lying. So I've already shown how at 1:30 in the morning, the initial Lieutenant Odom with the Jackson County Sheriff's Office said that his deputies spoke with several of the friends who traveled to the island on the vessel with Nolan. And they said that he left in the company of an unknown female and that he chose to remain on the island.
So what was the next step? Did you guys ever engage with police? Or
Yeah, so the first time I talked to the police was July 7th. I talked to the lead investigator, and I told him my whole story top to bottom. Dot every I, cross every T. I told him everything I knew. every little detail.
Well, that's a lie now, isn't it, Warren? Because you talked to them at 1:30 in the morning that night. I mean, did you just forget to tell the cops about Katie? Because it's not like you didn't know it was her or you didn't know how to get in contact with her.
The girl that he was with, Katie, had texted somebody that she heard people yelling.
Correct.
Yelling.
Yeah, and I have a picture of that. She texted my buddy, and the next day everybody was panicking. Everybody's texting Katie, because she was obviously seen with Nolan the whole day at the island. Katie sent a message to my buddy the next day and said, this last time I saw him, he's really sweet. But she also mentioned that the last time she saw Nolan was when my buddy was yelling at him to get on the boat.
But Katie says that she assumed that she went on the boat after y'all were yelling at him. And let's not forget that the last time you saw him was 3.
Well, the last time I saw Nolan was 3 o'clock. And Nolan was cradling a girl in his arms.
And yet for some reason around noon, the name of another girl who hadn't even seen Nolan in a year was given to the patrol to go interview, saying that she was with that group, not Katie. They also gave the name of a couple of other friends who they weren't able to get in contact with. And despite having a picture of a text message from Katie, funny how you didn't share that with Officer Tatum. Probably could have cleared up some stuff real quick, right? Now let's get to the data. Now, at about 1:30 on July 5th, they were doing a flight of drones based on the relation of the last known anchor position of the Atkinson vessel, which I have documented right here. 4:30, Officer Strickland contacted Jennifer Pyrone, who was Wyatt's.
Okay, guys, if y'all hear some stuff in the background, these people is out here mowing the grass. I am so sorry. But I do want to stop it and say this. I told y'all Warren doing that damn interview was a problem. And he didn't even understand and know. But we done got some new news that y'all know that everybody wasn't saying nothing about Wyatt, right? I think we done found out why they not speaking on Wyatt. Okay. And Warren told some shit in this interview that he was not supposed to say. Okay. Yeah.
Mother, who told them that he had already spoken to officers earlier in that day, but they were happy to cooperate with any investigation. And she let this officer take a picture of the GPS. Officer Strickland observed the track line showing Pyrone's vessel location on Horn Island, then gave coordinates. I'm going to need you to remember this exact phrasing. It's going to be important later on. Now, this was the GPS coordinates from the picture that the officer took, meaning that these coordinates had to be a different one that was verbally given over the phone by Wyatt. And you'll notice they're quite different. Now, you'll notice that this incident report says the involved entities are Bart Edmington and Jerry Adkerson, not Wyatt. Even though Wyatt is 18, he should be on this report. And you could argue that they were just giving the names of the people that owned the boats, but somehow I doubt that 21-year-old Bart owns that boat. You'll notice on this report that 2 different pieces of GPS evidence were collected. So now we're going to go to the July 8th report where they came and they took those GPS coordinates from both the Adkerson boat and Bart's boat. Yellow is Bart, blue is the grandfather Jerry. You know, the same Jerry that called and canceled the sea tow as the sea tow phone call was being made. Now, mind you, this is 3 days after the police had...
And mind you, let me tell y'all, Grandpa is 80 years old. Grandpa 80. Grand Rising. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, everybody. All right, Miss Kitty, you found me on YouTube. Yes. If you guys, I am streaming on YouTube as well. This is just a little promo. I will be on YouTube tonight streaming. I can pull people up as well up there. We can do guests over there as well. So make sure you are following me on YouTube. It's Miss Live 3D TV. Okay. Same as my name, same picture. But Pawpaw is 80 years old. But he got a lot of sense.
Come and spoken to the mother and gotten the GPS coordinates. Now, Bart had a germane GPS map chart plotter. Jerry's boat also contained a germane GPS map chart plotter. Now, I had to look up the difference between waypoints, tracks, routes. So waypoints mark specific spots. Routes connect them in a planned order, and tracks record your actual path. Now, according to that GPS data, there is no movement from 11 to 4:30, but we know that that not true. Warren has never been able to logically explain how they ended up so far away from the shore. Because according to him, he said at 3 o'clock, that was the last time he saw Nolan. Bart was trying to yell at him to get on the boat. His brother got into a fight, so he got his brother to come over there. That's when he saw that it was all sinking, because he said this.
There's a lot of people on, so it drags water in. And eventually, I think over time, we were out there for a couple hours. The boat just started filling up with water. So I popped the starboard side hatch, and the battery was completely underwater.
Yes, but according to Warren, he had just seen Nolan like neck deep cradling a girl at the boat next to them. So how did they end up in 31 feet of water at the 4 o'clock call? There's an hour in between that. If the battery is submerged, how would they even get away from the sandbar? You can see in the background of this picture, they are far away from people. And yet this GPS is saying that you were stationary the whole time. But why? Especially because we have actual fucking proof right here. We have the coordinates that Wyatt's mom gave them the second time, and the cop took a picture of the GPS. Compare it to the GPS coordinates in which they were trying to get a tow from. But what if I were to tell you that not only does a waypoint need to be physically saved on this exact type of GPS, you have to intentionally say, mark this spot, or else it doesn't automatically save. It records your tracks automatically, but those are just saved coordinates. And it turns out you can actually delete tracks. It's super easy. You just go into the main menu and you delete it off of your data. So why is this GPS data, which is right here, so much further away than what the GPS says it is later? There's no data included in that GPS report that explains them going from here to here, unless someone went in and deleted those tracks, because they probably dropped that waypoint once they anchored, which would explain why Warren said they showed up at 10:30 and the GPS says that they showed up after 11. And so
okay, y'all, why did TikTok just go dead? Okay, listen up. So we're going to, I know that's some tea, right? That's some, listen, Linda, I'm just saying. She giving a real good breakdown. I gotta charge my phone back up, y'all. So TikTok kind of went down, but we'll be back up in a minute on TikTok. So guys, if y'all can, make sure you hit the like button. Also, you said that was some sweet tea. Hold on, she ain't finished though. She ain't finished.
And it wasn't until half an hour after the canceled tow that they dropped another waypoint. And mind you, the exact same GPS was used in both boats, and Wyatt/Jerry's boat has the tracks and routes where Bart's does not. And again, it tracks it automatically. So you have to intentionally delete those tracks. And why did they do that? Well, it turns out Jerry Atkinson just so happens to be the owner of Ocean Marine Group in Ocean Springs and Gulfport, which is literally a boat dealer. So guess who's going to know that information? We already know.
Damn, Jerry. Yeah, it did mess up. My battery went dead, boo. It's finna come back up in a second. My battery ended up going dead on y'all. I know. It's finna come back up in just a second, y'all. Y'all just come on in here, hit the like button and stuff. It's finna come back up in a second. I promise you, my phone went completely dead. I didn't even realize it was that low. Hold on. Because I know TikTok like, what the hell is going on? I know, y'all. I know. Hold on. We back. Okay, hold on. We should be back on TikTok now. I know some people like, what the hell is going on? SB, thank you so much for becoming a member on YouTube. I appreciate you, love. Okay, y'all, we back. My bad. The phone went dead, y'all. I gotta go and get another charger. I got two chargers. I mean, got a charger, but I gotta get a plug for the charger. My bad, y'all. The battery, that was me. I do apologize. Yes, y'all come on over here from TikTok anyway. Go on, hit the subscribe button. Y'all got to be over here anyway. So, all right, TikTok, y'all back. If y'all can hear me, let me know. TikTok, if y'all can hear me, because I know I'm. We back? Okay, we back. There we go. There we go, TikTok. Okay. We back. Okay, Julie. Julie then came over from TikTok. TikTok is back, y'all. I do apologize. My phone died. Okay. I do apologize. I've been working. I didn't even realize my phone wasn't plugged up. Okay. I do apologize. All right. We got everybody here. Everybody here. All right. Lady Slay, thank you for becoming a member, boo. I need to mind you over here. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody becoming a member. That I'm gonna be honest with you, that's probably one of the best things that we need to do over on YouTube once we really get to talking about that over there, because the trolls over there is really, really bad. So I could put us on membership where can't nobody be in there but us, and we can just be in there talking freely because they be tripping over there. Hey, April. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rewind it back a little bit, y'all, because I know some people are just now coming in. Good morning, Tumbling. Good morning. Um, I'm gonna rewind it back because a lot of people are just now coming in. But she was giving out some tea, y'all. Baby, she broke the whole report down. And I have the report. You can actually see the report. I'm gonna post it on YouTube. I'm gonna kind of click back and forth on there. Um, but y'all, this lady broke it down, and she did another video this morning. And Ben Crump and them are doing they're doing a press conference at 11 o'clock. So we're probably gonna be on here till about 10. I'm gonna take a break, go get me something to eat, and then I'm gonna come back at 10:30. That way we can be over, and that's on YouTube and TikTok. That way we can be on here and be ready when they go live, because yeah, they finna get into some things. Thank you, Pretty, for becoming a member on YouTube. Thank you so much, beautiful. I appreciate it. All right, so I'm gonna rewind it back just a little bit, guys. You said I like it better over here. Lady Slay say she like it better on YouTube because she can see everything. Thank you for the follow, 808. Thank you for the follow. Here we go, y'all. Yeah, it's a better setup and stuff and things over there.
Points, waypoints, tracks, and routes. So waypoints mark specific spots. Routes connect them in a planned order, and tracks record your actual path. Now, according to that GPS data, there is no movement from 11 to 4:30, but we know that that's not true. Warren has never been able to logically explain how they ended up so far away from the shore. Because according to him, he said at 3 o'clock, that was the last time he saw Nolan. Bart was trying to yell at him to get on the boat. His brother got into a fight, so he got his brother to come over there. That's when he saw that it was all sinking, because he said this.
There's a lot of people on, so it drags water in. And eventually, I think over time, we were out there for a couple hours. The boat just started filling up with water. So I popped the starboard side hatch, and the battery was completely underwater.
Yes, but according to Warren, he'd just seen Nolan like neck deep cradling a girl at the boat next to them. So how did they end up in 31 feet of water at the 4 o'clock call? There's an hour in between that. If the battery is submerged, how would they even get away from the sandbar? You can see in the background of this picture, they are far away from people. And yet this GPS is saying that you were stationary the whole time. But why? Especially because we have actual fucking proof right here. We have the coordinates that Wyatt's mom gave them the second time, and the cop took a picture of the GPS. Compare it to the GPS coordinates in which they were trying to get a tow from. But what if I were to tell you that not only does a waypoint need to be physically saved on this exact type of GPS, you have to intentionally say, mark this spot, or else it doesn't automatically save. It records your tracks automatically, but those are just saved coordinates. And it turns out you can actually delete tracks. It's super easy. You just go into the main menu and you delete it off of your data. So why?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, so y'all was on there deleting. Y'all was on there deleting stuff allegedly. Oh wow. Isn't that? Oh wow. So you can manually go in there and delete.
Is this GPS data, which is right here, so much further away than what the GPS says it is later. There's no data included in that GPS report that explains them going from here to here, unless someone went in and deleted those tracks. Because they probably dropped that waypoint once they anchored, which would explain why Warren said they showed up at 10:30 and the GPS says that they showed up after 11. And so then it wasn't until half an hour after the canceled tow that they dropped another waypoint. And mind you, the exact same GPS was used in both boats, and Wyatt/Jerry's boat has the tracks and routes where Bart's does not. And again, it tracks it automatically. So you have to intentionally delete those tracks. And why did they do that? Well, it turns out Jerry Atkinson just so happens to be the owner of Ocean Marine Group in Ocean Springs and Gulfport, which is literally a boat dealer. So guess who's going to know that information? We already know Grandpa Jerry was in the mix because the only way that he could have canceled the sea tow before it even started to head out is if Wyatt had called Jerry first and Jerry told him to call for a sea tow and then canceled it for him, which would explain why he couldn't give any descriptions of where the water was, how high was it. We know that the sea tow did not bring in the boat. In fact, Bart's mother came on Facebook and said that there are pictures from my son's boat of the boat about to be towed, which is clearly who is about ready to tow them here as Wyatt is on the phone. I can tell you 100% that this is not a sinking boat. You can.
Oh, bitch, she done cracked the code. Oh my God. She done cracked the code. It done froze on us, y'all. Oh my God, she didn't crack the code. I told y'all yesterday that them folks, that boat, Wyatt is on the fucking phone right then. But he could have been at the bottom of that boat. Y'all know that, right? Allegedly. And the picture that she's showing, if y'all don't see the picture, y'all got to go over. I know it's froze. It's TikTok is tripping. I know it's froze. If y'all are over here on YouTube, oh my God, you can see the picture of the boat, but if that picture is real, if that's the same boat that they was talking about, that picture is real. It's a leg hanging out that motherfucking boat, bitch. It's a leg. Girl, this lady need to be protected at all costs.
See Bart bringing them in this picture. But Bart was supposedly the one yelling at Nolan to get on the boat, remember? Why would he be yelling at Nolan to get on a boat that's sinking? Unless he was telling Nolan to get on his boat. And Warren accidentally explained what really happened with the engine. Whatever happened with Nolan happened on Bart's boat, allegedly. Which is why all of Bart's information was deleted. So here's what happened. Both this one and this one confirmed that there was a fight that broke out on the beach. Started out with him, ended up with Warren's little brother. His uncle says, we gotta go. They hop on a boat and they leave. He grabs his drunk younger brother and says, we're getting out of here too. 3 o'clock. This whole caravan is trying to get the hell out of there because they're drunk and fighting. Wyatt's boat was in such a hurry that they couldn't figure out how to put the freaking trim down, which caused the motor to overheat, quickly stranded them, and Bart had to come help them. The time that Bart shows up, something has happened between him and Nolan. They're all distracted trying to fix the bilge pump because it didn't trim down. The waves were crashing over the boat and into the bilge pump, short-circuiting it. During this, some people have figured out that Nolan is gone. Other people just think that he's passed out or something, which is why Wyatt calls his grandfather to figure out what the F to do. And as the phone call is being made, more people are figuring out something's wrong with Nolan. That's why they didn't start moving again for 30 minutes. They were coming up with a plan and figuring out how to make it work. I've run out of time, but don't worry, I'm doing a follow-up to this video with more details, more information. And if you like my work, be sure to show your support in my bio. I figured.
Baby. And then, everything is alleged, but My God, today. Her name is J Megan. You can come over to my YT, to my YouTube, and you can actually see the video. I'm finna play the second video that she did, because she did a second video. Also, uh, Nancy got into Officer Tatum's ass, and also a few other people have gotten into Officer Tatum's ass, aka Potato Head Tater Tot, because he sat up there on Nancy Gray and lied through his wannabe white teeth. He lied. Good morning, everybody coming in. Good morning. Thank God for social media, Chris. I promise you, because we wouldn't know none of this that would be going on right now. Yes, my name is the same thing on that is on here on TikTok. It's on the same thing on YT. So you'll be able to get a visual on YT. I'm actually live right now. So Toxic Tatum. That's his name. Toxic Tatum. Wow. Megan broke that down. Yeah. She broke that all the way down, girl. Hold on. She got another one, I think.
Hey, Nolan Wells deniers. Why do you think that his friends told the cops that they didn't know the girl that he went with? Weird how in Warren's little interview he fails to mention that he spoke with the deputies, and several friends claimed they didn't know the girl he left with. Right here, 1:30 in the morning, even though they were supposedly texting with Katie, right? Didn't get their story straight yet. Right there, in black and white, the boys lied. Or are we going to pretend that this isn't evidence too?
Baby, she clocking them down is all I'm saying. Is she clocking them down? Yeah. So we're gonna go to the next thing, which is we're gonna listen to D.L. Hughley and hold on. Let me get to my thank y'all. Listen, if you are on TikTok, guys, if y'all can, please help out with the gift goal. If you are on YouTube, if you can. No, Don Lemon is not on yet. I don't see. I'm gonna try to see if he's on right now. If you're on YouTube, guys, the super chats and the gifts are the best way to support the channel. That helps push out the channel, and also make sure you are subscribed and like. Okay, replay gang. Y'all do y'all thing. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so we're gonna get to hold on. Because it was something that I had seen that I wanted you guys to so now they're trying to say that Javon did it. They're trying to put it off on Javon. And I told y'all that they was gonna try to do that anyway. That they were gonna try to put it out on Javon. So it looks like they're trying to make it seem like he had something to do with Nolan's coming up missing. Yeah. They keep trying to spin this narrative for some damn reason. I don't know. We're gonna listen to a little bit of Nancy and Stephen A. Smith. I just he really burns me up sometimes. But we have to hold on, y'all. Let me get over here to this part. We have to look at all sides over here. We gotta, I don't just look at one side, look at everybody talking about it, even if I don't agree with that person, right? Right, Stephen A. Jesus. I guess he on the right side today. I don't know, Lord. Let's see.
How's everything, Nancy?
Thank you for inviting me. That's a very tough question because all day long I investigate and analyze murder and mayhem. Very often, Mr. Smith, I have people ask, why don't you smile on TV?
Yeah.
You can't.
Wouldn't that be odd for me to smile in the course of reporting on a dead young man or a missing child? So,
I totally
although I have great happiness in my life because of my twins,
I got you.
Boy-girl twins I had 18 years ago.
Wow. All right. That's a lot. That's a lot of reason to be happy. No question about that. Let's get right to this case involving Nolan Wells. You've been all over this case right now. Just as a reminder to the audience, Wells was the 18-year-old college football player from Ocean Springs, Mississippi, who was on a boat July 4th with a group of friends and traveled by private boat to Horn Island, an uninhabited barrier island off the Mississippi coast. Wells was the only black person, or so reported, on the boat. When the friends returned to the mainland, Nolan was the only one who did not make it back. Talk to me about this story, Nancy, and what do you make of it at this particular moment in time?
I think that it is very murky, and I do not understand, Stephen, the demands on all platforms for the investigation to be shut down. Is it possible Nolan Wells died by accident? Yes, it's possible. Is it possible that there was foul play? Yes, that is possible. And I don't believe the investigation should be shut down until we know the answer to that. I have 2 children, both the age of Nolan Wells. I would be lying on the courthouse steps screaming for justice if the investigation into a death related to them was shut down before I had answers. So I don't understand where all the hate is coming from.
Who specifically is calling for the shutdown of the investigation? Just educate my audience.
Well, go online. There's any number of people, thousands of people that think that, quote, this was an accidental drowning. Why are you doing this? You're a race baiter. You're fill in the blank. This has nothing to do with what color his skin was. This has to do with an unanswered question. During my prosecutorial career, I very often was the only white person in the courtroom. That has.
Now, Nancy, I got to give you your props on that. Nancy said, yeah, it ain't about her, SB, it ain't, because, you know, they go into the whole spiel and thing. But she right about that. It don't have nothing to do with this baby's color. If this was something, and that's what we keep telling these people. If it was your child, you would be up here, just like she said, rolling up and down the courthouse steps, trying to get somebody to listen to you. So, y'all, this is why people think it's racist, because of how y'all responding on things. That's why.
It's nothing to do with Lady Justice. What Lady Justice wants, what justice demands, is a full and fair investigation. And I'm also not saying that's not going on, because my boss, Lewis Lake, the longest serving elected district attorney at that time, I think, Stephen, it was 37 years, was like a grandfather to me. He was very strict, no one to speak to the press. It could ruin the case. I always had the same answer when asked. I believe a Fulton County jury will render a verdict that speaks the truth. Because I did believe that. We are not owed an explanation from law enforcement as to what they are doing. However, there are a lot of questions, specifically, Stephen, regarding the autopsy. The initial autopsy has remained under seal. We don't know what the answer was. The family, I understandably, sent Nolan's body hundreds of miles away for a second opinion. When that doctor got the body, the lungs and the throat were missing. I understand why the lungs were missing, because this could have been a drowning case. But why the throat?
Yes, they are on top of all of this stuff going on. They are ramping up. They are attacking this mother. They are attacking the family. They literally can't even go to the store. They can't do anything. She is contemplating even if she wants to go back to her practice, because it has gotten that bad. Now, I will say this. Shout out to all the people who are going over there putting positive reviews, because the positive reviews are starting to outweigh the bad ones. But the fact that people are over there doing that The people are pissed because why would you be going over there doing it? I'm not finna play with you today, Janet. I told y'all. Y'all see Nancy with this hair, child. Let me put Nancy picture of her child. Nancy with this damn hair, boy. She's still teasing it out. And 100% racism. It is. It is. And that's what they don't want us to say that because it's true, but they don't like to be called that. They don't like to be called that. That's like the equivalent of us being called. They think how we so pressed about being called a ninja, but that's how they are. So,
what was there about Nolan's throat that piqued the interest of the original medical examiner? That leads me to speculate. Was there bruising? Was the hyoid bone fractured? Was it broken? Was it dislodged? Is there possibly bruising on the strap muscles? Is it indicative of a blow? We know on the back of the head, that's your occipital bone on the back of your head, about where your hairline would start, that there is deep red discoloration under the subcutaneous tissue. What? Is it from a blow? Is it from diffusion of the blood post-mortem? I don't know. But none of it is good. So I need answers before any investigation is going to be shut down.
What do you make of those who have said, I remember Officer Tatum, a conservative podcaster, very popular, over 3 million subscribers. He's been on the warpath going down, talking to some of the people that were there with Nolan Wells, white individuals. He's saying that evidence is showing that when they departed, Nolan Wells was alive. And you know what? They may have had absolutely positively nothing to do with this. The evidence shows that. Is that your finding, that the evidence shows that the people being, with allegations being thrown in their direction, the suspicions that have been raised by these people that were in attendance with Nolan Wells, that they should be, they have been proven or found to not have been around even when he was still alive? Is your findings consistent with anything along that verbiage with what people are saying about these kids that were with him?
No.
You see how Nancy answered I love it. I love it about Nancy because at least she answered the question. She said yes or no first, and then she's gonna explain why. So no, she don't believe his ass. And we don't believe him. Who all in both chats? Anybody? Yes, I know Beverly. Thank you, babe. Listen, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Listen, we got 2 chats going on right now. I got the chat over on YT. That's where you can actually look and see what we're watching right now. Good morning. Good morning. We will be doing a live over on YouTube tonight. It will not be on TikTok, okay? I'll come over here just to let y'all know that I'm live so that y'all can migrate over there. Same name, it's the same picture. Miss Live 3D TV, okay? All one word, and you'll see the picture, okay? We're over there right now. I got 46 people in the chat. Shout out to all the 46 people, and shout out the people who have been sending, who commented and sending super chats. I appreciate you guys. And it's gifts as well on YouTube. So you can send gifts like you send over on TikTok on YouTube as well. Yeah, Nancy said that real quick. Nancy said, no, I don't believe him. I do not.
I don't know the answer to that. They say Nolan chose to stay behind because he met a girl he wanted to talk to named Katie. That girl has spoken through her sister, we are told. And she says Nolan told her, I'm going back with my friends. So who am I supposed to believe? I don't know for a fact that what the boys are saying is true. I don't know for a fact that what the boys are saying is false. I do know they called SEATOW, S-E-A, second word T-O-W, and said that their vessel was sinking. But yet they continued boating around in it for hours after. Is there an innocent explanation? Maybe they thought it was sinking. They found the problem and they fixed it. Now Specters have been raised about audio suggesting Nolan had been on the boat on their return. I don't know if that was doctored. I don't know if it's real. I do know this. He went to Horn Island with them. They came back alive. He's dead. I'm going to investigate. You're darn right I'm going to investigate. And my wish is that his friends are innocent and that this was an accident. But it will be a cold day in HELL that I endorse closing down an investigation because somebody said I had nothing to do with that. What? Am I supposed to go, oh, okay, case closed, forget about it, and go tell the mom, we're shutting down the investigation because so-and-so said he had nothing to do with it.
Have you received any indication from law enforcement that that is their intent, that their desire is to close down this investigation?
Yeah.
Have you received any indication like that at all?
No. And that emboldens me. That emboldens me because so far they haven't finalized this thing. As a matter of fact, the other day, a female journalist got a hold of law enforcement, the sheriff. He wouldn't answer any questions, which he should not have. And he stated that all questions were to be directed to the district attorney's office. I expect what they'll do is this, Stephen. I expect that we'll call in a grand jury. A grand jury has two purposes. It can be a charging grand jury. I presented hundreds of cases to grand juries to get an indictment. It can also be an investigative arm.
Okay, so this is where the talk comes in with the grand jury part. This is where the talk comes in with the grand jury part. Now, I was talking to one of my lawyer friends, and they told me that usually the grand jury, come on, Darius. Hey, D. D done went over there. Hey, D, thank you, babes. The grand jury, he said that he suspects that the grand jury will probably pick the case up in between the middle of August and the end of August, y'all. So we got this as a prelude, right? So it usually takes once it gets to the grand jury, it usually takes takes sometimes a week, sometimes a couple of days after they, get it or whatever. But I'm thinking for them to actually like pick it up, how my friend was telling me, it's gonna take a few weeks. It's gonna be around the end of August is when they're gonna get it. Okay. He's estimating the time right now. It might be before the end. We might hear something next week. We might hear that the grand jury got the case next week because it's such of a high profile case. And that's another thing, y'all, because this case is so high profile, they may push it on up because they to the point where they're tired and they tired of seeing all the talks and all the videos around it. So they want to shut everybody up. And what will shut everybody up, one, is that if the grand jury comes back and say that they have found evidence that they want to be able to prosecute some of these people who were involved or the last to see him, that's what's going to shut down a lot of things, and it's going to get people not riled up, but to the point where they're going to be like, okay, at least we know they did do something. Because right now, the tug of war is what's going on right now. Is you got some people are saying this was an accident, this was a draft, y'all doing too much, but then you got majority of us over here that are saying, hey, wait a minute, something happened. Now we don't know which one of them did it, but somebody did it. Somebody did it, and all them people, them 27 to 20 people that was on that boat and in that area know what happened to this baby. And why is everybody trying to be so fucking hush-hush about it? Well, apparently, Wyatt them. They said Wyatt them is an NFL prospect as well. Okay. So he's not trying to and Wyatt is all through this. That's the thing about it. Wyatt is all through this, but Wyatt has not spoken to anybody. Okay. And like I told y'all, I think the reason why is because he got a lot to do. Oh Lord, I'm so sick of TikTok. It's just freezing up on me, y'all. All right, TikTok, it's freezing up on TikTok, y'all. I need y'all to tap the screen, engage, because it's freezing up. All right, there we go. What you say? Mm-hmm. Hey, boo. Hey, boo. All right, y'all. Can y'all see me now? Is it froze back up again? Yeah, I'm giving Wyatt the side eye quietly, yes. And everything over here is alleged. We're talking about the key people that was in this situation. Okay. Let me go to, hold on. Let's go to Dawn. Let's go to Dawn real quick. I just wanted to see.
Okay. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Daniel Grimes, our Washington, D.C. correspondent. Okay. So we have someone coming up that you're really going to be interested in. Okay. So sit down. Everybody grab a cup of coffee because she is coming up in just moments. I'm talking about Sonia Monique, and she's going to do some analysis for us. First, a word from our sponsors.
America has a lot of religions and a lot of people who are not religious.
Okay, here we go. Because Don be doing his advertising. While Don is advertising, everybody over here, please hit the like button. I can't see how many people that are in the chat. I think it's like, is it 400 and some people over here on TikTok? Can somebody tell me? Because I can't see. The chat is messed up over here. I don't want to have to restart the live over. We got 42 people in the chat over on YouTube. It's 4:28. All right. Hello to everybody on TikTok. I hope everybody is doing well. Guys, we will be doing a live tonight on YouTube. So I need you guys to go follow me on YouTube. Okay. I will be pulling people up over there as well. We'll have a live panel over there as well. Go over and follow my YouTube. We're on YouTube right now streaming as well. Shout out to SB again for getting a membership. Shonda, shout out to Shonda. Shout out to Pretty Girl for getting a membership. Also, I appreciate you guys so much for let's see. We still waiting on Don. He's still talking. All right. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, guys. If y'all can, please. This is an engagement live over on TikTok, guys. So I need you guys to tap the screen. If y'all can, help out with the gift gallery up here at the top. We need one more money gun, and we need about 20. I need 24 people, if y'all can, to give like that little hand heart. And everybody else, if y'all can work on the 1 penny live buttons, just push those. That will be absolutely great. It helps us push out. We're almost into We're almost into A3. We are in B1 on TikTok. Shout out to everybody on TikTok. And shout out to everybody on YouTube. I thank y'all so much for coming over here. Yes, Wyatt is quiet on the crate. Real quiet on the crate. Pretty, he is quiet. He is quiet on the crate. We ain't heard nothing from Wyatt, y'all. Wyatt said, he said his name is Joe and he don't know. He said he ain't got nothing to do with it. Yes, friend, you found me. Yes. You said let your moms know who I am. That was beautiful. It's okay. Hold on real quick. We finna go to the
a little bit long, so please forgive me. How are you doing this morning?
I am doing great. How about yourself? Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Okay, so I want to play what you did. You did an analysis of one of the young men who interviewed with, as we said, the police guy, right? And then you did an analysis, and then we're going to talk about that. Let's watch it.
Okay. I've received several requests to look at Nolan Wells' friend, Warren Hudson. After reviewing several photos, the first thing that jumps out is that this is a very unhappy young man. He is not smiling in not one photo. Given what I consider to be a more deflated disposition in pretty much every photo that I reviewed of him, I would say it's very likely that his basic needs were met, but not his emotional needs. He very likely has a parent that has been very hard on him. This is further reinforced by his exaggerated, proud chest and high chin, which demonstrate someone who most likely operates more from ego and bravado. You can expect a person with this disposition to be highly competitive in nature. That competitive nature can definitely serve him well professionally and maybe even in team sports. However, it could usually be to a person's detriment personally. And the tightness in his mouth and disposition indicate that he will very likely be a more inflexible and fixed personality type. Next, I noticed in many of the photos, he is on the outer perimeter, kind of on the outskirts of the photos, which lets me know that he very likely feels like an outsider and does struggle to deeply connect with others. A person like this will very often have an aversion to happy-go-lucky people because they will see it as weakness and it is a constant reminder of their own discontent. I specialize in human behavior, body language, pattern recognition, and spiritual coaching. Follow for deeper insights into people from both the physical and spiritual perspectives.
So thank you. Now, I'm sure people didn't realize that there was that type of analysis. You have studied this. I guess you've been educated for it. This is in your opinion and in your professional analysis.
Yes.
How do you come up with that? This is, and look, people hired body language.
Okay, y'all know we have to stop in between because we on YouTube. You know how YouTube is. So, guys, this is her name is Sonia Monique. She is a body language and behavioral analyst, and what she does is she reads people body languages and their behaviors while they're talking about certain things. And she you heard how she broke down Warren. I think that was very much so accurate what she broke down, because he just seemed, even in the interview, he seemed real nonchalant. You know what I'm saying? Just nonchalant. Hey Tim, hey babes. So we're gonna listen to her analysis of this again, guys. You said hold on, let me move this out the way. I apologize, guys. Let me get y'all another backdrop. Y'all bear with me because I'm streaming on two different platforms right now. So bear with me. I thank you guys so much, but we will be over on YT tonight. So guys, if you are subscribed over here and you following, I need you to go over to the YT. We're over there right now. That's where we're going to be tonight. I'll come on here just to let you guys know that I'm on there. And then once I get out, we'll get off, okay? But it's the same as my name up here, Miss Live 3D TV. Follow me here and go subscribe to that channel before later tonight, okay? All right, so we're going to listen to Dawn now. Welcome in to everybody on YouTube too.
Experts in the cases all the time, and perhaps you've been hired to do some stuff as well. So why'd you decide to do this?
Well, I wouldn't say I chose it. I would say rather it chose me. I realized about 25 years ago that I had this unique ability to really gain a sense of who someone was in a photo. And it just developed more and more. And I never expected to share it with others. And so basically, I would verify the indicators that I would see in photos in person with the people. And I've done this like thousands of times. And I do offer it as a service, and I do assessments for people around the world. People email me photos and have me give my feedback on the person. In terms of basically what I do is I have the ability to read dispositions, body language, as well as positioning in photos. And I have been able to verify countless times the accuracy to know that, you know, it's effective.
Yeah. Okay. So people are going to say, well, how would you know? And this seems disparaging of this young man. I thought it was an analysis. I mean, again, as I said, this is in your opinion. How do you know those things, right?
Okay. So I do thousands of private photo assessments, again, for people around the world. At least 95% of people respond, giving me feedback on the accuracy. So there's that. In addition, before I ever shared my abilities and this specialty with others, I verified numerous times. So it's a comprehensive body of work. You would never, typically, you don't want to just take one aspect of a person to determine characteristics about them. You're putting it together like a puzzle piece. So you want to look at several indicators, and those indicators will essentially reinforce the observations that you make.
YouTube, I'm so sorry. I was over here talking and didn't even forgot to unclick y'all on here. So YouTube, listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and end y'all right now, and we'll be back over here. So I just wanted to make sure some of y'all will be able to find me. So go ahead and come back over to TikTok, guys. We're going to end this live right here, and then we're going to go back, not on TikTok, on YouTube. We're going to end this live right here, and then we'll come back over. We'll come back over here later, okay? Just so I can conducively, because I got to find a way that I don't have to be on my phone. I can be on my computer. Well, I already know a way. I can be on both of them at the same time, okay? Okay, so YouTubers, I'm about to click y'all off. I will talk to y'all later tonight. We will be going live at 6 p.m. Central Time tonight on YouTube. I will have a make sure you hit your notification bells, y'all, because I will have a pre YouTube thing where you can go in there. So make sure you guys are following me on YouTube, okay? All right, I'll see y'all later, YouTube. Bye. All right,